Good morning. Welcome to Capital Breakfast. So good to have this guy in the studio because the last 3 times we've spoken to him, he has been coming out of sushi restaurants on FaceTime. He's been hidden away in the studio on FaceTime. We saw him at the Summertime Ball, but he's finally in the studio. Please welcome Charlie Puth. Let's get straight into it. The track, Mother.
Yeah.
Doing so great.
That's how it starts.
That's the one.
That's how it starts off. Yeah, exactly. It's so well in the UK, man. Like, the UK fans, they love you here.
That's very sweet of them.
And coming to the UK and performing or bringing the music, when you release music, do you look at where it's doing best around the world? Is there certain ones that you want to do better than others?
I know I'm super popular in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Charlie, we're number 5 in the podcast in Uruguay.
Yeah. Comedy podcast.
Really?
Yeah, comedy podcast in Uruguay. No idea why. But yeah.
They're really chilled over there.
Is it Vietnam that you're absolutely huge in?
I found out that I'm very huge in China, and I know that because this past year I did a Asian tour. And I went to China, and I thought it was just going to be like, whatever. And it was like 9 dudes surrounded me.
Oh,
and
wow.
We played like a show for like 20,000 people.
Wow.
Just like out of nowhere. And I had no idea because it's China. It's so, isolated, but it's really amazing there.
And with a show like that, is it 20,000 people just singing your tracks back to you?
Yep. I don't know.
And you had no idea?
No idea that many people knew me.
What were you expecting? This is what I want to know.
I was expecting to do like a small Chinese club.
Yeah.
Maybe enjoy some dim sum by myself, but like I had no idea that so it's always cool going around the world and traveling and like being surprised like that. Like, did you know that we had the biggest show ever in Cambodia?
Yeah.
In Cambodian history.
That is nuts.
wow.
How many people was it?
40,000 people showed up.
40,000 people. I saw this. 40,000 people in Cambodia.
Yeah, it was wild. It was so big that the police had no idea how to handle it. So they just had people, they never experienced anything like that, so they didn't know how to organize it. They just had people jumping over the cars and everything. It was crazy.
It caused a riot in Cambodia.
It was like a quiet riot.
We have to talk about your hit-making process. Because
that's nice of you.
No, because it is so good. I think we've seen a few videos that have gone online about how you put a track together, and it's weird noises, things that shouldn't be making sounds that make sounds that you're obsessed with.
Yeah.
Now, is it this track with the basketball?
I warned myself the snare drum is a basketball. So I YouTube like Michael Jordan and 1995 Michael Jordan, and there was a basketball bouncing. It went like boop, 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 boop. And then I isolated it. There's this company in Sweden that like if you highlight an audio file, and you know all about this because you guys like work on these computers all the time. You highlight the audio file, and you can take the reverb out. It's pretty crazy. It's like witchcraft. And I just got the boop boop, and then pitched it up like boop 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 boop, and then.
That's so cool, man.
Put, like reverb on it, and it's nice.
Is that just because you like the sense of weirdness of it, or is it just because that is just the perfect sound?
I don't want anybody to hear my productions and be like, "Oh, he got that sound from this preset." And it's been used in like 15 other songs. I want to like use like the weirdest, most outlandish thing ever, and just mess it up and make it real.
What would you say your music almost party trick is? Is it the fact that you can work out what key or chord something is just from hearing a sound, or?
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Because I'm a pretty socially awkward person, so I need I need those little ice cream cones to like, just like meld myself into a conversation.
Yeah.
Like, what's this note? Ding. I'm like, oh, it's of course a B flat.
Yeah.
Would you like to continue to talk to me?
Now, Charlie, the other day you tweeted, damn, just wrote something crazy. Now, lots of people on Twitter are wanting to know what you've written, because if you've said this, it must mean that you've got a hit on your hands, because you've got some banging songs.
I have a very weird sense of humor, and I sometimes forget that nobody else understands my humor. If I sometimes need to go to lengths to explain it. I wrote actually like the worst thing I ever wrote, and I was so mad at myself that I was like, you know what? Fuck, I just wrote something crazy. like crazy was bad.
It was bad, and everyone's going, "Oh my god, it's coming!"
Yeah, like, and I'm thinking I wrote something crazy. Like I'm bad. Like this guy wrote something crazy bad, but it was late at night. I was like trying to just. I don't know why I did that. To be completely honest.
We have a question for you now.
You said that so seriously.
We have because it's a serious question.
A question for you now.
Yeah,
An interview.
Now I know you've never seen me so serious, Charlie. But this one comes.
Okay.
This one comes.
We're doing an interview.
Well, you said you just woke up. You know, we're trying to ease into it. Right. So this question
Go ahead.
comes from this lovely lady.
Hey, Charlie. I was wondering what your relationship to Brussels sprouts is, specifically. Just out of curiosity. I don't know why I remember you having a thing about Brussels sprouts, but very curious.
Why about they're Brussels sprouts? We all know are just like tiny fart balls. That's disgusting. But
She was very specific on this question.
yeah, that's I don't like Brussels sprouts.
Right, but
There's something to them.
What?
There's got to be more to the fact that you just don't like Brussels. How does she know that?
She's my friend, and she knows friends know things about shit. What? I don't. They're horrible. Brussels sprouts are terrible little.
Okay. What we want to know is what key was she saying that in?
Run it back.
Hey, Charlie. I was wondering what your relationship to Brussels sprouts.
Okay, so it's rounded about at a D and an A. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Charlie. I was wondering.
Charlie Puth, because we've had a lot of fun so far, and I think we want to play a game. And because your song is called Mother,
Okay.
we have got a mystery mum on the line.
It's really simple. You can ask any question that you want except for their name, obviously. And we'll get some listeners to help you out as well. You ready for this?
Okay, yeah. I'm
Okay,
good.
so it's time to meet on the phone our mystery mum.
Morning.
Good morning,
Hello.
mystery mum. So Charlie, anything you're picking up at all?
She's from here. She doesn't live in the United States. Do you live in the United States?
I live in London.
Okay.
Lives in London, but there's a little bit of an accent there.
Yeah, there is an accent.
Yeah.
Is your child musically talented?
Yes, my child is musically talented, among other things.
You got two there, so you got a she as well.
It's
Yeah.
a she. So what color is her hair?
It changes, but usually stays blonde.
Did they have... Okay, so you said they're a singer. Did they have like a hit song this past year, this past 5 years? Anything that's like been super notable? You don't have to name the song, obviously, but maybe you could hum it.
For me, she had hits all the time.
What style of music? I'm not doing well here, guys.
Quite entertaining person.
So you're
A bit
saying
wild, a bit over the top, I think.
Wild and over the top.
Charlie, your first guess.
Rita?
What did it-
Rita Ora?
Mystery mum, please reveal yourself. Who is your child?
Rita Ora.
Yes! It's Rita Ora, yes.
Oh my God. Is this the over the top bit?
Wild, yeah.
Or is
my-
it like wild thing?
Vera Ora on Capital Breakfast. Vera, so lovely to see you. Thank you so much for getting involved today.
No problem. Have a fun, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you
That's so
so
sweet.
much.
Thank you.
Bye, Vera.
Bye, Charlie.
Well, Charlie, you did the game. Well done.
Well done, mate.
Really well done.
I'm clearly brilliant.
You're clearly brilliant. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to get to the bottom of the Brussels sprout story. Yeah, I knew it.
Something there, isn't
There's
there?
nothing there, you loser.
Mate, honestly, I love having you on the show, and the tracks that you've been putting out are so cool as well.
Thank you.
And I want to come down to a gig in Cambodia.
Yeah.
40,000 people.
You'll be the 39,000th person
Yeah.
in like row G
Row, yeah, G, or probably Y, to be honest, mate.
Probably
be all
Y.
the way back.
or Z.
Yeah, or a Z.
Yeah.
Charlie,
No guest pass.
you're welcome back whenever you want, bud. So good to see you. Let's hear it for Charlie Puth on Capital Breakfast.